Welcome back to our videos. In every romantic connection, the distribution of influence is very important, and it's often not what we expect. You might have heard the phrase, "She needs you more than you need her," but what does it truly signify? In this video, we'll explore the realities of power dynamics in relationships. We'll explain why keeping your freedom, belief in yourself, and self-respect is crucial, and how these traits can actually tip the scales in your favor. By the end, you'll understand how to build healthy relationship power without tricks or playing games. Self-respect is the starting point. The basis of any power dynamic begins with how much you value yourself. When you have high self-esteem, others will see it. You won't need their approval, and this inner strength creates equilibrium in relationships. Being emotionally independent is essential for maintaining influence. When you don't depend on your partner for happiness or satisfaction, you stay in charge of your own life and feelings. She'll value your stability more than you'll need her approval. Limited availability makes you more desirable. This idea applies to relationships too. If you're always around, she might take you for granted. When you have a fulfilling life outside the relationship, she'll appreciate your time and energy more. True confidence is attractive. Confidence shows power, but confidence without clinginess is truly captivating. When you're secure in yourself, you don't need her validation. This changes the dynamic because she sees your strength in being self-reliant. Keep your own goals. Having a strong sense of purpose outside the relationship naturally puts you in a position of strength. When you concentrate on your ambitions and interests, she'll see that your world doesn't revolve around her, making you more appealing. Boundaries earn respect. Setting and upholding healthy boundaries clearly shows self-respect, and in turn, it earns respect from others. If you don't let people cross your boundaries, you're communicating your value. Your requirements and boundaries are equally as vital as hers. Managing emotions is a true strength in any relationship. Influence often stems from emotional maturity. Remaining relaxed and collected during disagreements shows you can manage your feelings. This helps you handle tough situations without losing your influence. Don't hesitate to leave a relationship that's no longer good for you. This demonstrates real strength. When she understands you're strong enough to end things, it changes the power balance to your advantage. You're in charge if you're okay with walking away. Don't always look for her acceptance. Constantly seeking her approval gives her the power. When you no longer need her validation, you regain control of your self-image. A confident man who doesn't need approval is much more appealing than one who constantly craves it. Continue to improve yourself. The more you develop personally, the more she'll realize she needs to keep pace with you. Whether it's your job, well-being, or attitude, self-improvement keeps you in a strong position and makes her understand your worth even more. Research suggests women sometimes rely more emotionally on their partners than men do, which challenges common assumptions about love and neediness. Today, we're exploring the intricate topic of power dynamics within romantic relationships. Many believe relationship success is about dominance, but truly understanding emotional needs is far more important. Why are some men naturally appealing to women while others struggle? The answer lies in understanding relationship power dynamics. It's not about being uncaring or distant, but grasping a key idea society often ignores. Men are often told to put women on a pedestal and work hard to win their love. But trying too hard often has the opposite effect, making them seem desperate and less appealing. This might be upsetting to hear, but it's important. Relationship power isn't about being equal in the way most people think. The person who needs the other less has more power. This doesn't mean treating women badly or holding back affection. Rather, it's about keeping your self-respect and confidence without needing someone else's approval. Women are naturally drawn to strength and safety. When you show yourself as someone who doesn't need constant reassurance, you become the strong person they desire. Consider when you were truly attracted to someone. Was it someone who seemed desperate for your attention? If someone is too eager to please you, they're likely not genuinely attracted to you. Attraction often grows from a bit of intrigue and the self-assurance to leave if things aren't right. This isn't about manipulation. It's about believing in your own worth. The more you focus on yourself, the more appealing you become. This video will examine this idea, looking at why trying too hard can make people uneasy and reveal the difficult truth about influence in relationships. The idea of equal effort in a relationship is a myth. We're told love thrives on equal give and take, but that's rarely true. If you struggle to match or exceed her efforts, you might give her too much control. We're often shown ideal relationships with balanced effort, but this is often unrealistic. Women aren't drawn to men who beg for their attention. Relationships are naturally uneven, with one person always feeling more strongly and often losing influence because of it. The person who can leave with less emotional pain has the advantage. When you're too invested, you become someone she can control, not someone she desires. This isn't about being mean or tricky. It's about grasping how people work and what creates attraction. Are you drawn to someone always available? Probably not. The idea of equal effort creates a false sense of safety, leading to over-investment. You put her needs before your own, making you less appealing. Don't lose the special something that first drew her to you. Your independence. Strong, self-reliant women, like men who are the same, not guys who cling to them. To turn things around, don't try to mirror her every move. Work on yourself, your dreams, and your self-esteem. When you're a guy who's steady and confident, not driven by emotions, you're way more appealing. You become someone special, not just another guy desperate to please. This change in how you think about things is key. Forget the idea that you have to give as much as she does. Put yourself first. Realize a good relationship doesn't mean equal effort. It means healthy effort. It means healthy effort. This stops you from doing too much and makes you truly attractive. Women don't want a guy who jumps at their every command. They want strength, emotional, mental, and sometimes physical, even though we're told being super sensitive and always available is good. Women are naturally drawn to strong men. Keeping your independence within healthy limits doesn't mean acting like a loner or mistreating women. It means being secure in yourself and not letting her feelings control your actions. Women are attracted to men who are steady and confident. If you're always changing yourself to match her mood or breaking your own rules to please her, you're not strong. You're passive. Strength here isn't about being bossy, but about having a solid sense of who you are that doesn't change easily. This is very attractive to women because it shows you can offer emotional safety. Think about a situation where your partner is angry because you're enjoying your hobbies instead of giving her all of your attention. A weak reaction would be to stop everything and rush to her, saying sorry over and over, even if you haven't done anything bad. This just shows you're easily influenced and afraid of upsetting her. A strong man, on the other hand, would acknowledge her feelings calmly, but stick to his plans. He might say, "I get that you're upset, but my personal time is valuable to me. Let's discuss this later when we've both calmed down." This way, you're not ignoring her feelings. but you're also not giving up your independence to make her happy. This kind of strength makes you more appealing because it shows you have your own life and identity, separate from the relationship. This is the power of needing less from her. This can be a difficult truth to accept. Accept this surprising idea. The less you appear to need a woman, the more she might want you. We're often told we should constantly praise and give attention to a woman to win her over. But this isn't always true. When you act like you need someone too much, you seem less appealing. You become the person always looking for approval, needing her to tell you she likes you. This isn't attractive. Needing someone so much is a turnoff. It shows you're not confident and don't value yourself. When you're always trying to make her happy, you take away the excitement and challenge that makes someone interesting. Wanting someone comes from not always having them. If you're always around, trying to show her how good you are, you accidentally tell her you're not special. People go after things they see as important, and importance comes from being rare and having your own life, aims, and dreams that aren't just about her, focusing on your own growth. This isn't about playing games or being emotionally distant for the sake of it. It's about genuinely living a fulfilling life on your own. When you're focused on your passions, career, and personal growth, you naturally become less available, creating an aura of intrigue and desire. Women are attracted to men on a mission who have a sense of purpose that extends beyond the relationship. When you don't need her to complete you, you become infinitely more desirable. Think about it. When was the last time you truly wanted something that came easy? Desire thrives on the thrill of the chase, on the idea that what you want is just slightly out of reach. When you embody the mindset of being the pride rather than the pursuer, you flip the dynamic. She starts to wonder why you're not as easily swayed, why you're not always at her beck and call. This makes her desire you more, not because you're playing hard to get, but because you genuinely don't need her to validate your existence. When you shift from needing her to simply desiring her presence in your life, the entire energy of the relationship changes. You become the man who adds value to her life, not the one who seeks to fill a void with her affection. That's when real lasting attraction is born. The dangers of overgiving men. Let's get one thing straight. Overgiving men. Let's get one thing straight. Overgiving is not the path to her heart. It's the quickest way to kill attraction. You might think that constantly showering her with gifts, compliments, and endless attention will make her see you're less than hash for worth. But the truth is, it does the exact opposite. Over signals desperation. It screams that you are trying to buy her affection, because deep down you don't believe you're enough on your own. This is where many men go wrong. Here's some tough love. If you're bending over backward to keep her interested, you're already losing the game. This excessive giving doesn't come from a place of strength. It comes from a place of fear. Fear that if you don't constantly prove your value, she'll leave. But guess what? This behavior only makes you appear weak and needy, the two qualities that repel women. The most attraction is about value, not volume. It's about showing her that you are confident in your own skin, not trying to win her over with a constant barrage of gestures. When you overgive, you tip the scales of power entirely in her favor. You make her the center of your world, and in doing so, you lose your sense of self. Women don't want to be the sole focus of your life. They want to be a part of it. They want to see that you have your own ambitions, goals, and passions. When you give too much, you make it clear you have nothing else going on, nothing that truly drives you apart from her, and that's not attractive. Finding balance. It's time for a wake-up call. Stop trying to earn her love. Stop trying to earn her love. Stop thinking that the more you give, the more she will stay attraction. Doesn't work that way. It's about balance, about giving just enough to show you care, but not so much that you lose yourself in the process. When you overgive, you set the relationship up for failure, because it becomes one-sided. You're investing too much, and she starts to take it for granted. She begins to expect it, and the more you give, the less she values it. You must learn to give from a place of abundance, not lack, if because you genuinely want to, not because you feel you have to. When you shift your mindset from trying to earn her love to simply sharing your life with her, you create a healthier, more balanced relationship dynamic. Remember, it's not about withholding love or playing mind games. It's about understanding the delicate balance of giving and maintaining your own value. Don't let overgiving become your downfall. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and let her be drawn to that strength. When you stop overgiving and start living with purpose, you naturally become more attractive, more desirable. That's when she'll truly appreciate what you bring to the table, not because you're constantly trying to prove your worth, but because you inherently know it's self-worth and attraction. The key to flipping this dynamic is to understand your own value. When you realize that you are the prize, that you bring something unique and valuable to the table, you stop trying so hard to win her over. You stop overgiving and start living with purpose. You become more attractive because you're no longer seeking value validation. You're confident in who you are. Women are #5 naturally drawn to men who have this sense of self-worth. They want to be with someone who knows what they want, and if isn't afraid to go after it. When you embody this mindset, you become the man she desires, not because you're constantly giving, but because you're living with purpose and strength. So, to wrap it all up, understanding emotional needs is crucial for fostering healthier relationships. It's not just about power or who needs whom. More, it's about creating a balance where both partners can express their needs and feel supported. Remember, love is a two-way street, and acknowledging each other's emotional dependencies can lead to deeper connections. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on emotional dependency in relationships? Have you experienced this in your own life? Drop your comments below. And if you found this video insightful, be sure to check out my other videos on relationship dynamics. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Power in relationships isn't about control or manipulation. It's about maintaining your self-worth, independence, and confidence. When you prioritize your own growth and purpose, that dynamic naturally shifts. Remember, she will be drawn to your strength, emotional control, and ability to walk away if necessary. The truth is, the moment you realize you don't need her approval or validation, you hold the power. Focus on being the best version of yourself, and watch how she becomes more invested in you than ever before. Keep these lessons in mind, and you'll see the difference it makes in your relationships.